Welcome back. It's now 20 minutes before 9 o'clock, and boy, are we putting the spotlight on fancy, decadent, over-the-top brownies. They're actually surprisingly easy to make, and here's to show her secret shortcut is Stacey Ann Dowd from Gypsy Suit.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm great.
You look so green. It's almost like we're talking about St. Patrick's Day, perhaps.
Almost. We're in the spring fling.
Yes.
It's almost a day to play hooky.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Do you give everyone permission to do that, Stacey?
Absolutely, and I give people permission to play with their food.
Ooh,
so
I
I
like
made
this, yes.
homemade brownie mix.
Homemade brownie mix, and look at this.
And it was just melting butter with chocolate and then a cup of sugar. Add 1 egg at a time.
Yeah.
And then as it cools down a little bit, that's when we add only a 1/4 cup of flour.
Oh, flour. All right.
And about a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder makes it extra rich and chocolatey.
Chocolatey. You cannot get too chocolatey as far as I'm concerned.
No.
Do you use dark chocolate in this, or is milk chocolate better for a brownie?
Actually, the bittersweet chocolate.
Bittersweet chocolate,
Right.
yeah.
You buy those bars and you let them get melted with the butter and so forth. So after these get all nice and incorporated, and then you put them in your baking dish and you bake them, they come out similar to this.
Oh, look at this.
And here's where the fun begins, and we get to really play with our food.
I like to play with the food. I like to eat it even more.
Cream de mint is reminding me of that Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie flavor.
Yes, we love that.
Right. So we could either do buttercream, which is a whole box of powdered sugar and a whole stick of butter, and the cream de mint.
You had this on Twitter this morning asking the question, and I put out, this is the one I like the best, the buttercream.
That's right.
Yes.
And this one, which is homemade whipped cream, and then you add a little bit of that cream de mint. And then when it gets all mixed
What's in cream de mint, by the way? Do you know?
It's an alcohol that's just used spearmint leaves, and they extract all the flavor from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you
have to buy it at the ABC store. You don't know the mission I was on to find some of that stuff yesterday.
That's a tough one to do. Now, is that the regular color of the cream de mint, or did you put food coloring in here?
No food coloring needed.
So that's the color
actual color.
in there.
And you could actually even put a little shot in your brownie mix when you're making your brownies.
Or you could put a little shot in your mouth, too.
You could.
Just any way you
but
want
we'll
to do
wait
it there.
until we get these frosted. So if you don't mind helping me frost.
I'm going to help you frost.
And then we'll add a little chocolate at the end.
Oh, so I'll take this right here.
Well, I thought you were favoring the other ones.
Well, I was going to put both of them on there, but you know.
Because why settle for only one when you can go over
but look
the top?
At this. Oh, this is so.
Isn't this great?
This buttercream, and this would be perfect. Even it's good for spring, but also for the upcoming St. Patrick's Day. You've got this green. Now, you did put food coloring in this right here.
That one I added a little bit more food coloring because it was needing just a little extra touch.
And then you've got some additional chocolate here. Now, what is this chocolate?
This is just melted chocolate chips.
Oh, wow.
Nice and easy, right?
Now, while we're doing this, I want to be sure we have time to get in. You've got this Comedian's Cook-Off. Tell me about it.
That's right. I'm going to let the folks at the Comedians Cook-Off, our comics, after they do some improv and some stand-up, have their hand at this, and I'm going to give them a few other things that they can add to it to see what other dishes they can play with and come up with.
Now, when is this going to be and where?
It's on March 9th.
March 9th.
At the Comedy Zone in Uptown Charlotte at the Music Factory. And we have a local band who will also keep things grooving right along for us.
Wow.
And it's going to be a fun night.
Oh, it's going to be a great night, and just all sorts of cooking and treats and things and whatever. So
That's right. And if you give those a taste, we'll see, because our judges at the Comedians Cook-Off are also going to get to taste something like this.
I also actually took a taste earlier there. I did taste. All right. Stacey Ann Dowd, Gypsy Soup. I can't think of a better treat for any day of the week. This is terrific, Stacey. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll have that information on the Comedians Cook-Off posted on WBTV.com.
Great.
And we'll see what happens there. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see. It's about 16 before 9. Let's check in with meteorologist Al Conklin.